And guess who is still eating?
Oh, yes.
Our celebrity taster, Enrico. He has a belly full so far, but I told you to leave room. I told you to come hungry.
Yes,
You will
after
leave
that
satisfied.
dream and that snack, yes.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go again.
So this is Chef Bianca Bianco. We did not make up a name. That is actually her name.
Lord.
Hello, chef.
How are you, Enrico?
I am ready to eat.
¿Cómo está?
Estoy bien.
Oh,
you
bien,
stay?
bien, bien.
Sí.
Wow, nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Chef, what are you doing for us today? I can't speak Espanol.
No speak Espanol.
I have to speak Spanish sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yes.
Nnova Pasta.
Nnova
Cooking
Pasta.
with the Pearls brought to you by Nnova Pasta. It's a gluten-free pasta.
Yes, it's a rice pasta.
It's a
Rice-based pasta.
Nice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing
So
for us?
today I'm going to make some seafood and pasta.
I love
Which is
seafood and
classic, very classic Italian style seafood pasta, okay? So I just brought a little bit of what I had in my kitchen. So I had some...
I'm seeing pimentos.
Very good.
Rico showing off now?
Yes, I know a little thing.
And what's this?
I think that's clams, right?
Very good. Hey, go to the top of the glass.
There we go. Yes. And of course you have your garlic.
Yes.
Anchovies.
Some small scallops.
Scallops, okay, good, yes. What's this piece?
Enrico, let Chef tell us what it is.
Yeah, what is that?
So, yeah.
It's like peas
So,
on steroids,
you know, when you're cooking, especially when you're cooking locally and you have the international cuisine in your head, you just want to make add some local ingredients to whatever it is okay? One of my favorite things is seafood pasta, right? So I decided that something that's not going to take it too far off would be some pimentos. So that's the thing that's local that I'm adding, and some cayenne pepper.
Yes.
So my pan is actually very hot right now. So I'm going to start, right? You see, it's a lot wispier than I would have liked it to be. So I'm going to start with some garlic that I sliced really nice and thin.
You slice that garlic very thin, Chef.
No, it's not really my best work,
I can't get garlic
not my
sliced
best
that thin.
So the fire here is really hot, turned down. So I'm gonna take it off the pan. That's why I'm taking it off, because I don't want to get it burnt.
Burnt is already
exactly. So you're smelling that already?
Yes.
Right. Good. So we're gonna start.
Love the smell of garlic.
I know, right? We're gonna start with the pimentos. Right? You're gonna start with the thing that's gonna take the longest. In this case, it's the pimentos. Only because the onions I've already pre-cooked it. Okay?
Yes.
That's the only reason. Otherwise, I would have started with the onions. Okay?
Right.
So when you're cooking, you really always want to think of a little pinch of salt as you go along. Okay?
Seasoning layers.
See, oh my God, he learned something! Yay! Yes. So season in layers so that you don't end up at the end of your whole cooking process, you don't end up with something that's over salted. Okay? So I'm gonna start with that. So when you start smelling the pimentos, you know it's time to move. I know. I love. So in the meantime, while you're just standing here looking pretty, I want you to do something else. So I'm gonna add some anchovies to the dish, right?
Good.
Because it's
Good. Yeah.
okay, all right, good. So I'm gonna make a paste out of it. All right, and so you're gonna do that with the tip of the knife, and then you're gonna go back and chop it a little bit for me, okay? So I'm gonna let you do that.
Okay, good.
While I work on the other stuff, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead while you're working, and I'm gonna add the onions. I use red onions because that's what I had in my kitchen, but you can totally use white onions, okay? And also the red onions are gonna add a little more color, to the dish. All right, so I'm ready for that. Look at him, he's going to tomboy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to pick that up and let's get it in the pan.
Just scoop it up?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Nice. So just...
Hey.
Okay, that was a little scary, okay?
Yes.
But let me go back and just take it off because I want all of it. So what the anchovy is going to do, it's going to give it a little roundness. It's going to give it depth that you're not otherwise going to get. Okay?
Because anchovy is very salty, chef.
Yeah, it's very salty. So I'm gonna then start adding the clams and some tomato sauce. I usually make a whole big batch of tomato sauce when I'm making it, so I always have in my refrigerator, but whatever is your favorite one is totally fine, okay?
Right.
I'm gonna add another little pinch of salt, a little bit of pepper. Do you like fresh pepper or do you like this kind of?
I love fresh pepper.
Okay, so we're gonna add some of that because it's.
I like pepper sauce.
Joe!
I like that. So while this is going, we're gonna cover this. Oh,
Yes.
actually, hold up. We forgot one of the most important
What
things
is that?
right now.
What is that?
Guess what? It's this wine.
Oh,
So you can use any wine that you can drink, okay?
lovely.
That is my advice to you when you're cooking with wine. Something that you could drink is always best.
What's that?
Don't
That's
use
a
anything
rosé?
that's like vinegar. It's a Pinot Grigio
This is- yes.
rosé, okay? So that's gonna come to a boil. We're gonna cover this, okay? I used some frozen clams because you know you can't. I've never seen fresh ones
Fresh
here.
ones, yes.
So you just use what you have.
Oh, yes, have the water boiling.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and put the pasta in.
Oh, yes.
It's gonna press down a little bit. Pan is a little short.
Which brand is this again?
This is
Nnova pasta.
Nnova Pasta.
Yeah, so it's a gluten-free pasta.
Nnova.
And I know many people now eating gluten-free and watching chef.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
How they eat it, a gluten-free
Yes.
pasta.
yeah.
Be your pasta is ready, Chef B.
Super ready.
Yeah.
Ready to go in. Okay. So Enrique, you go ahead and tear that up.
Yes, Enrico.
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 Okay.
Enrico, you
I'm
like
gonna
how Chef B
add.
says your name.
However she says it, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna put some fresh herbs in here,
Right.
and I'm gonna get the pasta in here. Okay.
Ooh, this pasta smells good. Just tear it in.
So I really like when I am making anything pasta with any kind of sauce. I really like the pasta to go from the pot
Straight in.
straight into the sauce.
Oh.
I don't like this waiting, letting it dry out because the intent of pasta is that it's gonna get stuck onto the sauce. You know, the sauce is gonna get stuck onto it, okay?
Makes sense. So we put it in the basil now?
Yeah. Actually,
Is
give
that-
me a little bit to put in here. I'm
Yes.
gonna add some edamame just for color.
Eddie mommy?
Edamame, oh my
Yeah,
God, I know that's
That's Eddie's mommy.
Eddie's mommy. I was now watching it. It looks like peas on steroids.
It's actually Japanese peas.
Yes.
That when you go to like a Japanese restaurant, every Japanese restaurant is gonna serve you
Oh,
edamame
right.
peas.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it usually
saw that.
either comes in the pod with some salt on it,
Yes.
or shelled like that with some salt.
Oh, beautiful.
Are you ready to plate?
Yep.
Enrico?
And Enrico, I hope you can
Thank you,
handle
Mr.
this.
Yes,
you should do
This
have
is
a
a bit
seat.
spicy here.
It's spicy.
It is spicy.
I am Enrico
Remember I put-
Camejo, the guitar man.
I need a wipe up.
Wow.
And Enrico, you want to get a little bit of everything that's in the pot, okay? When you're plating,
Well,
I want a little bit of everything. And I want to give you another one of these clams, just for the top.
that smells really good.
Gosh, Enrico, I hope that you like it.
I'm sure.
Rico, if you don't have room, I will finish it off for you.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Chef Bianca Bianco's seafood pasta, ladies and gentlemen. Enrico, tell us how it's tasting. Don't burn your mouth. Want to thank the folks at Nnova Pasta for making it possible. Enrico had his fill today.
Oh God, Enrico, that looks really hot.
Our celebrity taster, Enrico. He's also the man behind the Music Mansion. When we come back, guys, we close things off right here on the show. Music Mansion will take us off as we conclude our very first episode of Cup of Joe After Dark. Come on back.